What's up, YouTube? I'm Jeskai, and today I'm going to come at you with another deck profile on tappedout.net. Probably one of the best online deck builders ever. Try it out. Anyway, today I'm going to come at you with my wacky deck that I came up with because I was bored. As you hear the card shuffling, this is the deck itself. But anyway, this is a Jeskai draw deck. The point of the deck is to literally get out Chasm Skulker, draw a bazillion cards, and then win the game. Let me go through the deck and I'll explain. We'll begin with the mana base. 4 Evolving Wilds to get basics. Our basics are 5 islands, 5 mountains, and 5 plains. We also have 2 Mystic Monastery because why not? 1 Swiftwater Cliffs, 1 Tranquil Cove, and 1 Windscarred Crag just because they give us life when we need it, and they produce either one of the colors that we need. On to the instants in the deck. I play 1 Devouring Light, mainly because I have it and I wanted to use it for something. But it gets around gods, indestructibility. Sure, things with hexproof are still bothersome, but it exiles the most annoying thing. Even if you get a Courser out of it, you're fine, because you don't want to waste an Anger of the Gods combined with something to get out a Courser. You just don't want to do it. 2 Dissipate because counterspells. 2 Last Breath because, once again, Courser. And anything that's 2 power or less. Elvish Mystic. Seeker of the Way. Oh, I'm sorry. Seeker of the Way. Brain Maggot. Just a bunch of creatures. Bye-bye. And then 1 Polymorph just because mono red aggro is super annoying, so fuck that. On to the sorceries. I have 1 Anger of the Gods and 1 End Hostilities as the removal in the deck. Anger of the Gods is amazing because when it kills our Chasm Skulker, we get tokens. Because when Chasm Skulker dies, it does not have to go to the graveyard, so it can get exiled and we get squids. And then End Hostilities because it's actually better than Anger of the Gods. I'm thinking about just playing 2 End Hostilities because with Anger it has to be 3 or less for the squid for Chasm to die, and we only get 2 squids out of it. But when you End Hostilities with any number of counters on them, you get a bunch of squids, and they have to be answered because they have Island Walk. Yay. 1 Interpret the Signs. This card is super funny in the deck. For each individual card that you draw off it, Chasm Skulker will get a counter. So what you do is on turn 6, you look at 3 cards, thinking, which one has the highest cost? Okay, I'll put these on top, this one on the bottom. You reveal it. I get to draw 3 cards. Boom, boom, boom. He gets 3 more counters. Yes. 4 Divination because we like to draw spells. 2 Tormenting Voice because drawing cards is amazing, and if it gets countered, we don't care. It's another spell in the grave for Chimera, which is an alternate win con. 2 Treasure Cruise because we're gonna have cards in the graveyard to delve away for 3 cards, and 1 Whelming Wave because seriously, mono red is annoying. Play this card. It's actually kind of good. On to the enchantments. We have 2 Banishing Light because it's removal and it exiles. So once again, the gods, screw them. It's just a good card. 2 Dictated Crewfix. I swear to God, this card is so funny. I mean, the fact that it has flash means at the end of your opponent's turn, when you have a chasm on the field, you can just flash it in. Your turn, you draw 2 cards, and it gets 2 counters. I mean, sure, they draw additional cards, but you don't really care. You just want to get through your deck as fast as you can. And then 2 Font of Fortunes just for the additional draw power, and the fact that we can turn 3, sack it, get 2 cards, good. 2 Jace, the Living Guild Pact. Let me scroll down so we can read his ultimate. Jace, the Living Guild Pact. He's here for his +1 and -8. You look at 2 cards, you put 1 in your grave, delve fodder, done. And then you -8 if you ever. That's why this deck is called Can You Deck Yourself? Is if you're about to deck yourself, you can just go Jace -8, shuffle everything back into the deck, and draw 7 new cards. Odds are you're gonna have enough lands in play to where you can play a Chasm Skulker and get more counters on him to draw more cards. Jace is super good in this deck. I mean, if you can find another card that puts all cards in the grave back into their deck, go for it. But this is the one that I found so far, and it's actually good because you can protect them with your counter spells, your kill spells, whatever. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. But anyway, on to our creatures. We have 10. We have the aforementioned 4 of Chasm Skulker. He is the inspiration for the deck. He's a 3-mana 1/1. Whenever you draw a card, you get a 1/1 counter on him. That's simple. So you go... Here, let me draw 12 cards a turn. Let me give them a bunch of counters. That's just really the best part about him. But anyway, and it says when he dies, put X/1/1 blue squid creature tokens with Island Walk where X is the number of counters on him. So what you do is you stack counters on him, you play on hostilities, and you attack with a bunch of squids. Tell me that's not the funniest way to kill your opponent besides Li Chan killing Spencer Garnier with Nissa, but that's not the point. We also have 4 Spellheart Chimera, just in case we need to win with something that isn't a Chasm Skulker. It's just great, because yes, it can be removed by Bile Blight, but... yes, it's 3 mana, so it applies to the Chasm Skulker, but it's just so good! We're running 18 instants and sorceries. Odds are this thing is going to be at least a 3/3 when you drop it on turn 3. Maybe lower, depending on the situation, but still, it'll be at least a 3/3. And even then, you could just play it as something huge, and you can make him either kill that or kill your Chasm Skulker. Either one is good for you, because it draws out a kill spell, and if they kill your Chasm Skulker, you get squids. And then the last card in the deck is a 2 of Karanos, God of Storms. You don't care if he's a creature, you just like him for the fact that he reveals the top card of your deck, and you get the ability to either draw it, or you get to bolt their face. Either one is good for you. And it's like, wow, it's just... when you reveal the top card and you look at it, it's either a draw spell or a land, so you get to draw an additional card for your Chasm Skulker triggers, or you get to just kill something. Just do it. But anyway, that is the Jeskai Draw Power deck. Thank you guys for watching. Give me any suggestions for the main deck or the sideboard in the comments below, because as you can see in the description, I have no sideboard. I'm working on it. But anyway, I am Last Guy, be a better player, and as always, I am out of here.